matter what it is in life that you want, you gotta go out there and get it. Just don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Never give up on your goals, stay focused on you. Focus your view, succeed, cause I'm hoping you do. Keep climbing up the ladder, cause the key to success. Go hard and go home, never settle for less. Life is stress, but we gotta deal with it, homie. Send a prayer to the man to put a shield on it. Work hard for what you get, appreciate what you got. You can always improve, just don't stop. Going for your dream to achieve in your life. Gotta take a chance like rolling the dice. It won't come to you, so you gotta go get it. At the end of the day, add up the digits. Miss Price used to say, if there's a will, there's a way. So I live by it until this very day. I kept on mashing and I never gave up.
Johnny Lockhart, that's for sure, on the I Love San Bernardino County radio show on KCA NBC 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, where we will talk politics, culture, and history. We got Sandra Barr in the house. How you doing, Councilwoman?
Hey, I don't have too much energy like that, but hey.
Well, you know, as
Hello,
soon as
San Bernardino.
Yeah, in an hour, I'll be like...
You did not just snore on.
Just like my Dottie Doo dog, she snores so loud. She snores even if you give her loving. She's like,
You know, we're tired.
Well, anyways, we have Tanya Rhodes Hensley, commissioner and host of Talk of the Town, coming on in here, but she's a little late right now, so we're gonna send our engineer out to open the gate when she gets here at the Teamsters building. We're in the new studio over here off of Lugo and 5th. And
It looks wonderful.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? This is
here.
the first
Thank you,
time Sandra's
Teamsters.
been here, but you've been on the show a lot of times.
Oh, yeah.
How many times have you been on the show?
I'm a veteran.
Yeah,
I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah, you might have been one of the
think
most.
I've been in your radio since way before I ran for office.
Yeah.
During.
And then when Carmel was on the show with us, you came in a lot there too. You were almost a regular.
Mm-hmm.
I just spoke with Carmel.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's over in Arizona.
I got to visit her on one of my many road trips across the
Carmel
U.S.
Yeah, she ran for office here for mayor in the city of San Bernardino, but now she lives over in Arizona, and I've been telling her she should come back and run for office again.
She's liking it over there. It's more peaceful for her over there.
Well, I'd like to mention our sponsors, Celebrities Bar and Grill over
Go
there
Max!
on 40th. Yeah, thank you, Max, for all you do, dude. Max and Celebrities may be transitioning, so this may be the last day they sponsor, but we do appreciate.
That's fine. No,
Celebrities
he's
very much.
been there for you for many,
he's done a
many
lot
years.
of hard work, and he's had a lot of bills and stuff, so I've been helping him out for the last 3 months for free.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of got
I know,
I
I
got to
know.
move on now. You know, I can only do so much.
I know
But,
you.
Yeah,
I know.
have feeling. But we do love Celebrities. We do love them, and you should go over there and try their grilled chicken sandwich and everything.
Is it the grilled chicken sandwich or the steak?
Well, they got
Yeah,
the
the steak
steak
dinner.
special, I guess, is running down, so it might be over here soon.
Okay.
But I do know they got lots of good food there. So now, and I'll still be eating there, of course. But I'd like you to go visit Zoe and Max over there at Celebrities Bar and Grill and Golden Pizza.
Off of Sierra and 40th, right?
Yeah, on
we
Sierra
got
and
to
40th,
tell
yeah,
our,
yeah.
our
Right where
audience
it's at,
where
yeah.
they're at.
And then Golden Pizza on Golden and Highland, right?
Oh, that's why it's called Golden?
Yeah.
I would have never
and,
known.
Yes, and also over on Olive and Waterman. There's another Golden Pizza there. And they got some good food, and their deal is $6.95 plus tax all day, every day. You know you want a pizza. You know you want a pizza.
Hey, we're all about the deals here.
Yes, a large pepperoni or cheese.
Pepperoni with jalapenos.
Oh, no, well, you can add a jalapeno, but that's extra.
I know, that's
but,
fine.
we did get some pizzas for the kids. Just showed up with pizzas for the grandkids, and they
You have grandkids?
I don't personally, but I like adopted ones.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, wow, Robert.
There's things you do as like.
I thought I knew
adopted
you.
grandparent. Yeah. Well, guess what I did yesterday? I did a drumstick drive-by.
Really?
Right? So you go.
Got all the drumstick ice cream, the ice cream bars.
Ice creams to the kids.
Oh
right?
goodness, not the
take-
chicken, right? Not the chicken from Church's Chicken.
No, not them. Just like some ice.
Have you seen the new logo for Church's Chicken in San Bernardino?
Is it good or is it cool? Or?
It's modern,
Modern.
but you know when you're like raised a certain with
Yeah.
a certain logo and it changes out of like whoa after 45 years of knowing them.
Yeah, they finally changed, you know.
Yeah, they added Texas to it, so I don't know.
Did you eat there by any chance?
I did go check it out.
Okay. All right.
It
Good.
doesn't compare to when I was a kid, but
Support local. Yeah, I heard that about.
I gotta
bakers
support the
too,
local
and,
business.
and I'm hoping Bakers realizes that too. You know,
Oh.
because I hear a lot of people saying it's good, and they don't go there because of it. So that they gotta change something.
I know people who love bakers.
Oh,
so.
I do love Bakers. I
So.
do.
I
Like,
can't say
as
anything.
a kid, they were incredible. Right?
And good
You know?
prices
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's
And for anybody who doesn't know, they donated 4 vacant lots on the north end of town off of E Street, where it curves.
okay. Yeah.
And those homes are for veterans,
Oh.
and they donated those to Habitat for Humanity.
Well, that was really
Yeah.
nice of them.
Hmm.
Good job, Bakers. Well, go eat some Bakers.
Go
Yeah,
support
my-
our local
yeah,
businesses.
and hopefully they got the shake machine running because that's what I usually
Oh,
get there.
okay.
I like their hand dip shakes. They're good.
All right.
I'd also like to mention our standout of the week today. And our standout of the week is just in general nurses.
Yes.
And there's a reason for this. I've been watching nurses and nurses assistants. There's all different categories. of them,
I
right?
think they do a lot of the heavy work,
Yeah.
heavy lifting at the
And
the
then
hospitals.
they also have like the nurses have their kind of stuff that help them do things too.
Right.
And then even the cleaning staff
Hmm.
that when you're cleaning up after people, it's not always fun.
No.
Like yeah. So I just want to give them all a shout out. If at any place you're a nurse, at a hospital, at a convalescent home, even an in-home nurse, or just anyone who helps nurses in any way.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, nurses.
Yeah, I mean, you do everything from get your ass beat by all the hard work, right, to basically having to wipe someone's butt.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like it's like wow. Like I didn't realize how hard it is to wipe someone's butt. I only wiped my own butt most of my life, right? I never had no kids, right? So I never really wiped a lot of butts, right?
I have.
So I mean, this
I'm
is
the oldest
this
of
is,
6,
This
so
is
I
a
did.
crazy conversation, I know, too. But like someday when you have elderly,
You're
parents,
supposed to talk about the history.
the history of the elderly butts.
No,
Why
the history of
no?
the county.
Well, I do got some history here. Anyways,
right.
I want to thank the nurses and all that they do in our community and everywhere. And you know what? You need to get paid more. Totally. And this is brought to you by Cindy Ta and Mochi Nut or Shabu Shabu.
Oh, I know Shabu Shabu.
Yeah, oh, Shabu Shabu. Good stuff. Yeah. So they're located right across Miocha, right across the street from Costco. So you go across and
yeah.
there's that little. You can actually there's some.
Is that where the pho is? The pho and the
there's a line of
chipotle.
spots, and then you can go around, and there's another spot, and this is like a hot pot. It's really good stuff. Go try it. You kind of like cook your own food. It's different.
So
stuff.
pretty much off of Hospitality. Lane.
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Hospitality Lane as an address, and it has a bar, a full bar. So if you want to go there and have Friday night drinks or whatever, and have fun, go ahead. Have a birthday party there, whatever. But she also owns Mochi Nuts and BBQ Korean fried chicken.
Okay, I was
It's
gonna say,
not
I know about
barbecue.
mochi.
Best Korean fried chicken, and that's on right there on Anderson and Redlands Boulevard, right on
Okay.
the corner of San Bernardino, but in Loma Linda. So it's right by that Baker's we were just talking
Yes,
about, right?
there is a bake. I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's. I think it's on the corner where Baker's
Yeah,
is,
so they're
and
kind
then
of hidden behind
yes.
that. But oh man, those mochi nuts are so awesome. They're like a different type of donut. You should definitely try them. And then they got some. Cool,
Oh, is that what it was? Mochi nuts?
Yeah.
I was thinking like peanuts and cashews.
No. This is like mochi. It's just they're chewy and they're good.
Okay.
And they got some corn dogs that are like with all these different toppings and stuff.
Oh.
They're really.
I'm gonna have to go
Yeah,
someday.
they're really good. And we want to thank you, Cindy, for all you've done for Standout of the Week. And everyone out there, if you'd like to, nominate a standout of the week, just let me know, and we can nominate someone who you feel is important and need to be showcased. And that's what I try to do with this standout of the week. I'd also like to mention one of our main sponsors, Motivational Realization.
Oh, Ipiani.
Yes,
Ipiani.
man.
She's calling me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we have a guest here. We have a guest on the way, so we're gonna send our engineer out there to go get him.
Excellent. We have a guest.
Yeah. Could you let?
Dun,
could
dun,
you let
dun.
Eric know, dude? He's not even paying attention. All right. Well,
Want me to go?
No, if you want to go.
Okay, I'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah. Well, we're losing our guests like nothing. Engineer. Yeah. Oh, there we go. They're going to get him. Oh, the doors are. Oh, okay, cool. We're set. We're set. Okay, but I do have a history tidbit today. So if you guys would like to know, could you tell Sandra that you cracked it? Oh yeah, Councilwoman Navarro is going to go help Tanya get in. So while they're doing that, we will talk about the history of Paris Hill Park. So we got Guidepost to History. This is concerning the origin of place and street names in San Bernardino County by Elizabeth W. Richards. So, it is fitting that San Bernardino's best equipped park to be named for Frederick Thomas Paris, for he was a man of many talents and interests. Paris was born in England in 1837, migrated at 12 with his parents to Australia. There he studied surveying and civil engineering, along with the usual other subjects, and retraced his voyage as far as San Francisco in 1853. In California, the young surveyor found work between federal and state jobs. Paris visited San Bernardino and was employed by Lyman, Rich, and Hanks. He became genuinely attached to these men as friends and returned with them to Salt Lake when the Mormons were recalled. Paris returned permanently to San Bernardino some 15 years later, and here remained for the rest of his long life. He brought with him an English bride, and together they reared 6 children in the very fine home on D Street between 6th and 7th. Until recently, this house remained furnished in complete detail, unchanged from its condition when Paris died in 1916. Furnishings, wagons, touring car, carbide gas plant, upstairs cellar, constructed over an artesian well, all were intact and in perfect condition. Unhappily, this marvelous relic was not preserved. The antiques were trucked to Hollywood for use in period sets, and the house demolished to make way for a used car lot. During his lifetime, Fred Paris accomplished many things for San Bernardino. He persuaded the Santa Fe officials that it was possible to construct a railway through Cajon Pass that served as engineer for the project. He surveyed the valley for many other purposes, for highways, water, and other rail lines. He served as consulting engineer for the builders of the Big Bear Lake and Lake Arrowhead. He was in charge for converting Santa Fe's coal-burning locomotives to fuel oil. Paris was a member of the city's first Board of Water Commissioners and a member of the Board of Trustees, predecessor of the City Council. He was responsible for Anu Carnegie's gift of the first public library and persuaded the steel capitalist to increase his gift to make possible a larger building. His name is memorialized in Paris Street and as well in the town of Paris in Riverside County. And then, of course, our great P on Paris Hill for Paris Hill Park. And sometimes, Pacific Pirates like to claim that P as our own, but it really stands for Paris Hill, but it can stand for both. And all you Cardinals, stay away from our P. We like it to look white or purple, however we decide to paint it, not crimson or any of those colors. All right, where did my guests go, team? Could you go make sure? Can you bring my guests in here? I don't know where.
I went out there, they were talking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do this show by myself today, man. All right, let's see what we got going on. Well, we got some stuff going on in the city. I just drove by a new Yoshinoya that opened a few weeks ago, and we almost went in there, but then Tacos Aranda's was calling us right over there from around the way, so we're gonna head back over there and then try Yoshinoya in a second. But we got some new stuff starting to pop up here in San Bernardino. The 5th Street corridor is looking nice. Our guests are here. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Good to see you, Tanya.
She made me walk.
All the way around?
I gotta get back in shape.
So I have a little plug.
Wait.
I've been doing some stuff with Vernon Dental,
Okay.
and I know they're trying to get into working with children and people coming over for that. So I would just love to give their pediatric dentists and orthodontists a plug because they do an excellent job.
Okay,
And so,
cool.
I know they've done, a lot for our community and that. So I just wanted to say that today before I forget.
Okay.
And go from there.
There you go, Vernon Dental. You got your plug. Head on over to Vernon Dental. They're off 16th Street right there on Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
So, Councilwoman Ibarra, how you been? You haven't been in here in a while.
My first time here.
Oh, well, yeah,
But
first
for
time
Casey
here.
Double-A,
Well,
yeah.
on the show itself. It's been a little bit since last election, I believe, just before it.
No, I think it was maybe last year.
Was it last year? Was it last year? Yeah, well, was it the food one?
A year and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah, the when the ladies came in and made
No,
the
I
food.
came after that. I
Oh, you
came
came
another
after
time
that?
after that one, yes.
Man, she comes on so much that it's like a blur to me, but we do appreciate all the times you come on and keep us informed about what's going down. So what has been going down, Lily, with you?
There he goes.
What have you been doing lately? Where are you working at?
I'm working at City Hall,
Okay.
and
Well,
I'm also working at a funeral home. So
Whoa!
yeah,
Whoa,
people have a misconception that being an elected official you make so much money or
You're
whatnot.
not rich.
No. So if anybody would really know how much we get a year, it's way below poverty level. So no,
So you have
we don't
to
get
have
rich of being a
you have to have
politician.
another source of income to make
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah,
Once
they
they
all
get
get
in that
it.
seat, they find out like, oh,
They think
we're
you're
not getting
rich.
all the money we're getting. Yeah, that's why I was like, when people call me corrupt, I'm like, where's the money? Like, who's sending me money that I don't know
If
about?
I'm corrupt, where's the benefits?
Yeah, like-
If it's my voting, I want people to know that when I'm there voting, I vote based on the information provided to me, the comments that the public shares and the staff shares as I question publicly, and that's how I go with my votes. I don't have anybody pulling my strings, saying, hey, you gotta vote this way, and I can't do that. And people can see that because in both my elections, the odds were against me, both elections that I've had. So people were putting money against me, especially in the second one. I had a smear campaign, and I had an opponent who raised over $40,000, and all I had was $3,000 in my account. So,
It's
There you
kind
go.
of funny. I've had people say things to me, kind of off-color things, like it's easy to get someone removed from a council seat, things like that, when they're angry with the way you guys vote or they don't like what's happening,
Right.
And I always look at them, different people, when things like that are said, and I'm like, if it's that easy, why aren't you sitting up there?
right. And there's a lot of people that, complain and say, how they would run the city. It was like, well, why don't you run for
Right.
office?
If-
And they're like, oh, we'll get arrested. It was like,
And some of them have run and did not win.
some have.
Correct.
A lot have run.
Some of the people that said that, exactly. The other thing that's interesting is we have some different things going on right now. And you guys have had a lot of very heated council meetings.
Wait a
No,
second.
not
You're
anymore, though.
No, you're
Hold
not
on,
getting
hold
too
on,
deep
hold
into
on.
it,
No, I'm not.
We're
Hold on.
Getting too deep into that
No.
stuff. We're gonna say.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
She's going by
Come
what
on.
she sees publicly.
Okay.
A lot of heated council meetings,
Right.
but then recently it's been a lot calmer,
Right.
right? The waters have kind of smoothed
I'm
out,
shocked.
and
I'm really shocked.
that's
shocked.
where I was
Okay,
going. You got to let me speak.
Alright.
And because and I've always said this. I don't care what goes on behind closed doors. Could care less.
We hug and make up,
Right. But
We don't.
out front, you have to be a united front for the city.
And
Right.
be cordial. Yeah.
Right.
Follow Robert's
Right.
rules of order. And,
You have to truly lead.
And I really, the reason is because there's so much closed session information right now and stuff that I don't want to put.
Oh, no.
any
Yeah,
kind of-
absolutely. No.
No, and she's talking about
application.
what happened.
Yeah. So
with,
we're
with
trying to
the
stay away,
old-
kind of a little stay away from it. a
No,
little
and
bit,
it
yeah,
was
especially
more
closed
of a
session, yeah.
compliment that things have really, I wasn't going to go there.
Yeah, good.
Things
Look
have
at
really
the
just
first-
kind of evened out,
The
right?
first meeting in December and then the second meeting of December, and you'll see the big drastic change.
Oh, and then I get a lot of people, and this is so funny because I haven't been to city council in months. I can't even,
Has it been months or years also? Maybe 2 years.
it could be a year
A year.
because it's really been a long time since I've been down there.
I missed one, like because of my mama, or two, I think, possibly snuck
Probably
by.
two.
Yeah.
But I get phone calls, and I, even at the beginning of the year, I get phone calls of people asking me different things or wanting information or wanting to know how to handle something. And I always kind of take Robert's view of go speak. And I tell people, you can say what's on your mind and be cordial.
Right,
You can be very firm and adamant and strong
right.
and be cordial.
And you can disagree.
And be
Absolutely.
cordial.
Cordial, yeah.
And be cordial. And so,
And Dr. Hill was the master at that.
yeah,
Sure,
she
yeah,
was. But I've had people tell me, they'll call me back after they go down there and they say, you know what, you were right. Absolutely. And 'cause one of the first questions I'll ask is, do they really listen?
Oh, yeah, we do.
And so I tell them, absolutely. And if you watch when I would speak, I would get up and I was always respectful.
Wait a second. Does Fred Charette really listen up there?
Well,
He does.
I'm just kidding.
And you know
I
when
know
when
he
when it's
listens.
something that he doesn't
You're
like, what they
asking
say,
me
he will
something
speak up.
publicly.
Like I know when he's. It's crazy. I know most of the people up there better than some of my own.
Listen.
Right.
So
Yeah.
private citizens can attack each other however way they want, and there will be no repercussions. But if it's us, elected officials or any public figures, the moment that we raise our tone or say something, they point the finger like, "Oh, bad person." Like, are we not supposed to defend ourselves? Like, when is enough enough? And if somebody wants to run for office, be ready to be criticized, be ready to be ridiculed and spoken down to, because that's pretty much what I've been enduring throughout most of my years that I'm there. But
Well,
it's like, as long as I'm listening to my
it's
constituents and working with them.
Both, right? Like you have to be the leader of all the constituents,
Mm-hmm.
even the ones that didn't vote for you and hate you, right?
I know.
So
Well,
that's difficult.
And what people don't realize is, yes, there's a group of people that go speak at the podium a certain way, but there's also people that reach out to us that have been felt unheard, that also reach out to me, and they tell me. So I have to weigh everything that, like I said, everything that's being presented to me, and how my questions are being answered publicly. Like, otherwise, I'm not gonna vote how people demand that I vote. And there's even some people that speak and they have different points of views of how to vote on the same issue. So however I vote, it's not gonna make everybody happy. There's
That's
gonna be.
impossible, right?
It's very
Well,
hard to make
right.
everybody happy, and our goal right now is to move the city forward, and I feel like we are. There's a lot of things that we fixed around in the city. We're still trying to find a good developer for the Carousel Mall, and even for our city hall. We want to get back into that beautiful building.
So Al Kelly. Yeah, so he is talking crap like he always is, right? But sometimes he's talking good stuff. But he's talking crap right now. He says he wants to know what's going on with Oxbow.
I know. I'm waiting. And if anybody watches, I don't understand why so much hatred towards me, because if anybody watches those meetings where our former council member would bring it up and wants it back on the agenda, I always supported him. And people assume that I'm not supporting him. Like, how am I not supporting him? Watch those meetings and you'll see that I'm always supporting his he wants to put it on the agenda to either, have it removed or whatever it is. I'll support it. I as long as that gets fixed.
Would you
And
be willing
developed.
to try to put it on the agenda yourself?
I can do it,
I
but
mean,
I
you
know
might wanna
it.
drop
I
it,
know
man.
it does affect the current council member. She lives in close proximity to that area too, and she just wants that developed. Like, what's it gonna take? Like,
Yeah,
Well,
Kim really does
people to
want
be
that
on it.
taken
We gotta
care of,
fight
yeah.
for it,
I mean,
yeah.
Councilwoman Canas, I'm sorry.
yes.
One thing that I'm gonna say, question, whatever, and I've had conversations with some people on this at very high levels, people that have vested interest in our city and county, and what is our plan? And before you answer that, we have this great canvas here that instead of looking at what's truly best for our area and best for each section of our area, we're so thirsty for development that we're just letting people come in and rape our area and rape our city.
In other words, the fast foods and the gas stations that we're talking, warehouses.
Car washes,
Car
the
washes.
warehouses. And I'm going to give you an example. Between Cal State and up there, back there in that canyon, it's all flood zoning right now. If you go up there and look, and I did with someone that knows, plus I pulled the maps, right? If you go up there and look, there was somebody that wanted to, they own 400 acres up there. They wanted to take 100 acres and put 439 houses on it on 2,500 square foot lots.
Tiny homes or
Yeah, kinda, right? And it was one road in, one road out, completely
Right.
unsafe. You're talking about 1,600 people in a fire zone, right? Flood zone.
flood zone.
Let's
mostly
talk
fire.
about the green belt over off of 40th that my house used to be on. You guys have heard me talk about that many, many times. And the fact that the city had to buy all of those families out and pay to move my house because it's the only one that survived. So when you start looking, got more history in this town than people do.
That's interesting.
When you start looking, and we're talking about allowing people to do the same stupid things, right? Develop in a flood zone, something that should be a state rural, and they're building tiny homes that's high density.
What are you getting at here? What are you?
I'm getting at,
Some of these projects aren't planned properly.
yes,
like-
exactly, and
like-
that's my
And trust me,
question.
I've
So-
seen those.
I meet with him for 2.5 hours, and I looked at him and told him I'll fight him every step of the way because it's a developer out of San Francisco that has no idea about San Bernardino, and the other owner lives in Miami, right? And so, absolutely not going for that. But if we already have it across the street from Cal State, where you can rent a bedroom and share a kitchen, and you don't have to be a college student. You could be a family and rent that bedroom.
Do they have? Is there enough votes for him to get the project?
I don't think so. They canceled it.
Oh, okay. All right. So he's not going to do it now in that area.
They
No.
go through phases. When the developers come in, they have to apply for the project. It has to pencil in for them and for the city. They have to pay the city for permit fees. They also have to go before a committee composed of staff members and the Department of Economic
Development.
EDD.
EDD.
Or DERC is the other one.
Okay.
And then from there, if it gets passed through, it goes to the commissioners. And then from the commissioners, if they say yay or nay, if they say nay, the developer then has the opportunity to appeal that no and come before the council for a final approval.
Okay.
And my point
There's different
is,
steps that they go
Would-
through.
would
It costs
you-
money, though.
and I'm
Would
gonna
you-
go.
Would you be happier if it was like if they added more exits and entrances and then a smaller amount of?
I would be
houses?
happier if they were nicer, larger homes that's
Okay.
more estate style up in that area, because in that area, they shouldn't be close together, high density like that because of the fires, the flooding, all of that. So, and where I'm going with what I originally asked and a plan for the canvas of our city, I look at somewhere like Temecula, okay? My brother was
worked in the planning department of Temecula in the 90s. Okay, there was nothing out there, but they
Just the wine yards.
they weren't
vineyards.
then. It wasn't then. They put a plan in place of their canvas. I was out there today. It's phenomenally beautiful. The vineyards, the housing project areas, all of those things. San Bernardino used to have all those vineyards up in the north end, all those things that they have in Temecula, right? Rancho had the same thing. We have the capability to be a Temecula, to be a Rancho. But because we're letting these small little fast food, car wash, all these little tiny whatever, instead of having a plan of what would make this nice over 20, 30 years.
Yeah, and I know we're saturated also in liquor stores. That's the other
Smoke shops, liquor stores, Dollar Trees, Family
But
Dollar,
you know what?
like all.
On my
But-
end,
but-
I'll give you
but-
my
but,
example though.
There's another thing though, like San Bernardinans like that stuff.
Because
I know
we're-
they like other stuff.
Not only that,
They like
but
other stuff, but they do use storage and like these places when they fill up.
Sure.
Like,
Well,
it's just like even though I don't want more storage,
Right.
I mean,
No, I get it, but my point, and I'll move on and let you finish.
well, I can share some insight of
Okay.
also what developers are
if
looking at.
if you plant a garden in the right garden, you will attract the butterflies. And I keep saying this
Don't you have
instead
one?
of the cockroaches.
Don't you have one on electric?
That isn't quite what I'm talking about,
Oh,
but
okay.
yes, absolutely. And it's beautiful. Done a lot of work there.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, as a city, if we start putting in the right infrastructure into our garden, we will attract the right people. And that's my point.
And I'll tell you this, like forever, I don't know if you guys know Porto's Bakery in Buena Park and Covina area. They're very well known. And I've reached out to them, and I have the perfect spot for them. And it's exactly the size they want. But you know what they look at?
Demographics.
They do market analysis. They see
Sure.
what the median income is around the area, and if it doesn't pencil out for their project, they will not come here. And so all those gas stations and little liquor stores, they pencil in with the more low socioeconomic groups. And I remember a couple years ago we approved some apartment homes, nice condos, and off of I think Medical Center in Highland.
in the 6th Ward, right?
In the
Yeah.
6th Ward. And, we talk about, affordable housing. And when I asked the developer the average cost of their units, and he said half a million. And I was like, that is not affordable, not even in our city. And that got approved. So I'm like, if the council member for that district approves of it, even though she knows the socioeconomic, I will support her. And that's the kind of person I am. They know their area more than I would. And
Is that project still going? Or?
my understanding is that it is. I haven't heard otherwise. I haven't seen anything else go up. I know the lot is still vacant,
What
but
about,
it can take years.
D and Magnolia, that I've seen them doing some work.
D and
over there.
Magnolia.
That apartment right there, it was filled with homeless for a while there, and it was it used to be a church or something, but now like
We had a
developer
lot on
bought
D
it,
Street.
and he's fixing it up, I think. So
Yeah,
there's some new
we have
things.
to have the right people coming into our city. And right now, because the land out here is so affordable,
Everyone wants
anybody
it.
and their mama who has at least a little bit of money will come here.
And it's the concept of affordable comparatively.
Correct.
And I say that because, when I was in college, you could get a house 50, 80,000, just out of college, you could buy a HUD home, a decent HUD home, $80,000,
I bought a beautiful
$85,000.
home here. I came from Orange County. In case anybody doesn't know, Orange County, back 10 years ago, those homes were over $500,000 out there. Long Beach also, and I tried to get stay close to my family. I couldn't find anything. I came to San Bernardino. Unbeknownst to me, I did not do research. All I know is that it was close to the mountains because I like hiking. I found a house for less than $200,000. And I didn't need a cosigner. I just needed my job, my good credit score, and I was able to get an FHA with it. And I was able to get into my house by myself. with no cosigner. And now they're at
It's
$500,000.
almost impossible.
Sure.
It's really hard, and a lot of these developers don't realize they're pushing families out. That's the other thing. It's like, how can we do it affordable but livable, and help families become homeowners? That's what my goal is, to have steps where people can be renters, but if they want to be a homeowners because they have families, show them the way, like how to get there. And I know the city was offering $100,000 towards down payment at one point, because they got a grant through the state, and NPHS was helping do the down payment for the families, the first time homeowners, $100,000 towards down payment. We need programs like that, because everything's just off the hooks.
I do have one thing. What maybe? So the historical society, they're
Yeah.
like, they need 20 grand to fix their roof and some other things over there. Like, I'd love for the city to help them out one time, and like, seriously,
They're nonprofit, right?
yeah, they literally are, hold
See,
our history.
If Robert would attend those neighborhood association councils, we have money out there. There is for nonprofits, I think it's 1,000, but I don't know if it's gone up.
There's also CDBG funds that are open right now.
That's why I'm like,
So-
that's why I'm mentioning it to Sandra.
There's a but they need to apply.
They have to apply.
They
I can't
it's
just
a
give it to them,
CD.
sorry.
Yeah, they have to apply. The CDBG funding is available.
So then you go over there on their meeting and you're like, hey, you should apply for this. Yeah, I'll tell them to. But like, they need encouragement because they've been trying to do everything on their own for so long.
There's people that have asked me for money, and I tell them about what's available, and a year later they still don't apply.
Really? Well, I'm not sure if they will. I hope they will.
I think they have to be hungry for the money to go after it.
Yeah.
And once they hear about
You
it,
have educated people in the historical society. Why aren't they writing grants?
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work to do that extra stuff. Yeah, it is. You know all about it, right?
I agree.
How much credit do you get when you write someone a grant? Hardly any. You end up getting it, you get the money, they get all happy for a day, and then they just forget about it. You did all the work for nothing. We've all been a part of that. How many grants have I written and not got one dang cent? And then after
hey, look, I fought so hard to get some streets fixed in the second ward that needed the fixing. And when I walked the second round, people were like complaining because people were just racing down the streets. It's like,
you can't. You win.
I was like, well, I can leave the potholes, slow down everybody, but it'll be potholes and it's going to damage the vehicle. So
I want to ask about homelessness. You have something specific you want to get?
No, go ahead.
Ooh, homelessness.
Because you're holding a mic like that, it's
No,
like all
well,
weird
because-
for me. It's like
because I don't want to be up here and then be in between you two, so I can sit back here
And we just
hold
look
the
at you
mic
instead of
and
looking at the
then,
camera.
Look
Don't you want to go up here in the front? She does.
Hey, Erica, how do
It's like we're interviewing
how
her.
do people find out about this show and stuff, and how do they listen to it?
You could go ahead and tune in on kcaaradio.com to watch the live stream or listen to the live stream, or KCAA app on all app stores.
All right, the KCA app, yeah.
Nice.
All right, and so I've driven by Paris Hill Park. It's in the second ward. We just mentioned it was named after Fred Paris, surveyor in the city of San Bernardino. There's not homeless, inundating it. There's not a village site there, but the village site now.
They're next.
Yeah,
next
it's
to it.
weird how they change. Like, they're not going down Valencia anymore. They're using the wash to go to the S curve, and then down that way over to the Panhandle at La Bodega. Right there.
And they're going up
Yeah.
the hill too.
Yeah, so I'm like, they're now starting to cut holes in different fences and stuff. I'm like, so you told me before that the flood control area is county land, and they get fined if there is people camping there. So what are they? So what are they gonna do? Are they just gonna send them all back to the park, or what are they?
No. So the city has been trying to work, do a collaboration with the county. Every time the city has any encampments, any cleanups that they're going to go out to, They bring in the county. They bring all the different agencies that help the encampments. They also bring in nonprofits and churches. So they all work together, and they try to get people out of the encampments into either temporary or permanent housing. And a lot of people are not taking the help.
Is it there a percentage that take it? Is it?
I believe our city manager said about 10%.
Okay.
And from my interactions with some of our unhoused, they complain that, you know, when they go into, let's say, a house, they take down their information, and within a day or two, they kick them out back to the streets. There's other scenarios where a group of them get brought in, either from recently released from the jail or somewhere else. They get brought into a facility, and the facility will say, do you want our services? Yes, you can come in. No, you can't come in. And they leave them out in the street. So there's different scenarios of what's going on. We have people at the hospitals, too, that go for emergency services. Once they get the help that they need, they're back out on the streets also. So it's a huge problem, and that's something that I've been very vocal about, that every city should have shelters available.
That sounds like the revolving door kind of that they're talking about.
It is, and it's unfortunate that we have, and we've seen it, you know, for people to be shaming us for you know, blaming other jurisdictions or whatever it is. Just remember how, if anybody had ever seen Redlands and Hunts Lane, it was clear at one point. But there's a nonprofit that is sending unhoused into one of the motels off of Redlands. And then there was an influx of encampments along Hunts Lane. And now on Redlands, right in front of Starbucks and all those little nice stores.
Because they were just getting kicked out of the home right afterwards.
And we found out, I have found out, though, that there's people that apply for, let's say, motel vouchers at a different agency or a different city. And they go from city to city, try to get the same services. They're just jumping around from jurisdiction to jurisdiction.
For a couple of weeks at a time.
And if it's like, let's say they got a voucher that was issued by the state, or let's say the county, just to make it smaller. And if they go into another, let's say another motel that is served by the county with their vouchers, the county says, we already gave you a voucher, we can't give you another one. Mm-hmm. So they would have to go and look for another place that will give them a voucher. And that's what they're doing.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah, they only get a certain amount of time.
That brings up something that might be controversial. So I'm gonna say it because it was pretty public.
Hey,
it was pretty public. So
I
feel if it's been all over Facebook that it's.
I haven't been on Facebook much.
A while back, I was contacted and there was some stuff going on, and I was asked about it, and it had to do with $17 million being given back to the state. And the New Hope Foundation that had helped write the grant was cut out of the money that they helped write the grant for. And then
it was Hope the Mission.
Hope the Mission?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for correcting me on the name. I appreciate that.
Because I know there's a new
I knew
Hope.
there was a Hope. There is a New Hope. So Hope the Mission, was cut out of the funding. And if I'm incorrect at any time, please feel free to interject and let me know. And then from there, that was $17 million we gave back, and then someone turned around and gave $23 million out of city funding, CDBG funding, all of that, to Salvation Army, that has one of our council members on the board, along with a developer on the board from the community. And there was a whole lot of backlash because of the fact that the person did it and there was some conflict going on there. So in looking at that, why would we, and I know you may not have the answer to this, right? Why would we give back $17 million and then turn around and take out funding that could do things like, and this is kind of a rhetorical question, right? That could do things like fix the roof on the historical society or facelifts to philanthropy buildings, things like that in the city.
We should have the micro enterprise money for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is money.
Right, but the CDGB funds also goes to that, if I'm saying it, community development block grant. Yeah. also goes for things like that. And why would we give all that money back and then take money out that could go for things to make our city even better? Right? And I know it's kind of rhetorical, but it's the concept that
She's had a conversation with me too.
it's ludicrous. It's just
no, we know,
asinine.
and we've actually said that publicly. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of money to be made off of our own house. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people making money, and they're not. Nobody's holding them
It's
accountable.
not solving the problem. It's just
And for us as a
creating more
city,
problems.
and for us as a city, we're trying to get this navigation center up and running. And I was like, how hard is it to just purchase tiny homes and put them on a vacant lot? We have the vacant lots. Now they're saying we have to do infrastructure. So it's like, okay, now we have to find money for infrastructure. but it's
To
like,
the
it shouldn't
tune
be
of
that hard.
$60 million or whatever outrageous amount of money we're getting, you're going to tell me
I
you
remember-
can't put in a sewer system for that?
I remember we had, what I remember was we had $42 million funded for the navigation center at one point. And when that came before us publicly, I was like, these numbers are too low. There's something going on here. Like, there's more money that we've approved throughout the last 2.5 years that are not on this report. So long story short, that's when the 17 million came up afterwards, because there was a public records request done.
Interesting. So we basically lost the money, but so
No,
then
we
we have-
sent the money back.
But then, we send it back,
we
but then
did-
we also have money, and we're giving it all to just one agency.
So it's just basically,
That
it was
one
a
of our council
it was a-
members sits on the
It
board.
was a switcheroo.
And I say that because and this has nothing to do with you because you're not the council member, obviously.
No, but I remember when that contract came before us, we had to make sure that there was certain guardrails that protected the city also, to make sure that this agency was doing what they were saying they're going to do for that money. Because for me to be giving that much amount to one agency, and then to find out that they're not keeping up with the records or reports of who they are serving and how they're helping people. And that's one of the things I want to see, reports that show, okay, you talk to these many people, and out of those many people, how many went into housing and what kind of housing they go into. We want to see the progression.
It's some real
And
data,
that's-
not just that you
Right.
you made your quota to make your money.
And that's something that I've been very vocal with at the regional boards with the homelessness. And I think that's one of the reasons I feel they've been trying to keep the city out of being on those boards now, because I've been very vocal, and staff feels very supported by me.
So the last thing.
but-
You have one more thing to say?
But
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I've been very vocal, and I want to see those results. I want to see people go from being unhoused to actually getting the help that they
Real
want.
data that
they're
shows
really
they
getting
actually
help.
solved
Yeah,
the problem.
because you can't just sign contracts with agencies and say, okay, we have these many people, and we're going to send them to your agency. And then from there, not even touch them and find out where they went after that.
I'm going to go one further. If we're going to give that kind of money to an agency, we should not have any member of our council on their board.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Not just vote, on their board.
Yeah, they definitely should at least be,
Recuse
stand
themselves,
down,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's only, yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I only have a little bit of time. And
I know,
so
we're running
it's
out of
such an
time.
important thing. The animals. I've been getting inundated.
No, I
inundated
know.
by
Oh,
the
God.
people who
I
love
know.
animals.
And
So
I
what's
want
going on over there?
I want our furry friends or rescue groups to know that I do listen to what they're saying. I have been to the animal shelter several times, so I know what they're talking about. Nobody likes to talk about the animal shelter, but I myself, when I have those
You
one-on-one
fought
meetings,
for the animal shelter.
no, and
a lot.
I still do. I'm like, find out what's really going on, because I adopted a what I thought was a male dog, but it turned out being a female dog. And this is what I pointed out to our managers. Like, imagine if that female was in a kennel full of male dogs, what would have happened? And if they're mislabeling dogs, it's something so simple
That
as
would have
that.
been some like hanky
I was going to
panky
say,
going
how do you adopt a female thinking it's a male? There's
The
a big
sign, yeah,
difference.
the sign said it was a male. And,
Okay.
And then from when I adopted the dog, when she had gone straight to the vet, so I didn't see the.
Yeah.
no visual results.
I have dogs, but I didn't really know how to tell a difference for a while. Like if
When they're puppies, it's
no,
kind of hard.
no. Once they're neutered, like sometimes it's harder for me to tell. You
Oh,
know?
okay.
Yeah.
No,
and like
they're still
yeah,
there.
and like now it's easier, but like I have to really
I'm
you have
gonna
to
shut
study
up.
that
I have
stuff,
dogs.
right? I mean,
How do you not tell the difference?
hey, how do you know, Eric?
One's an innie, one's an outie. What?
Yeah.
Eric's dog, he had those like prosthetic huevos put in the back.
Are we going there?
Anyway, so you heard about the animals and you're gonna do your best to help them, right?
I'm doing the best that I can. I'm not the city manager. I can't direct staff what to do, but as a legislator, I am hearing what they're saying, and I know for a fact that is happening. And I've been vocal with our own manager.
Good,
It's like, come
good.
on, just take care of it,
and
please.
Talk of the town. Tell us a little bit about what's going on before
Take care of it.
at the end here.
So, really quick with Talk of the Town, I've been doing a lot of smaller stuff. The fire department called me up here a while back, and they've asked me to really step up and help them with some things. So, if anybody would like to become part of the fire volunteer corps, absolutely let me know. You can look me up on Talk of the Town, or you can
Sandra
go.
loves firefighters.
I do.
Oh, so maybe you need to apply. I'll show you how to apply.
I don't think I
I
can
know
even
you
pass.
love our
Boot
our
camp.
firefighters, right? I got you.
Are you blushing?
So
don't
I've been
know.
doing some of that. Had some community things that I've helped organize. Looking at bringing the old antique train back for a day.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Doing a literacy day, so helping out with that and.
How's the United Way doing?
Good. We actually want to do a collaboration with the city and the bridge and the opening and all of that, and do a big day for that. So we're trying
Pretty
to
sure
look
they'll be
at
doing.
how to make all that happen. So, and then Arrowhead United Way just had a windfall happen from some people in the community that helped us out, and some work that we had done, and you'll be hearing more about that soon.
Cool.
I can't put the numbers out yet, but
Right on.
it was substantial for us, and it was the work that we do that I led, and our team came together and made it happen. So
good.
amazing stuff.
All right, that sounds like we have some good news coming out the pipe. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for all your hard work, Tanya, and thank you for coming on, Sandra, and your hard work.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I wasn't trying to put
I'm
you
not
on
giving
spot.
up on our animals, so
Yeah,
I'm not giving up on them.
I like, and
I have
I'm
adopted
sorry,
several.
Like everybody that's called me, who's an animal advocate, I do care about the animals.
We know.
My mama needs my help. Like a lot of people don't understand this. Like they just don't get it. They think I could just have some free time to answer a message, or I'll just make up a radio show for me. But like I'm seriously waking up in the morning and helping my mom learn how to eat and how to walk. Like it's a little more important than a radio show, right?
Yeah.
So just work with me, team, for a little bit. Once my mama gets at a more stable level, and I know where we all stand, then I can like get my life back together a little bit better. But please don't be mad at me for not approving the posts and all that stuff. You know, it's nuts right now.
I've
for
been
me.
trying to go in and do a lot more of that for you, knowing
I
that
appreciate that.
you're
And Ken Schultz, I appreciate you. You've been kicking butt.
Kenny.
yeah. I've been trying to do a lot more of that for you, knowing you got the
I
stuff
do
going on.
appreciate that, and I do try to share Talk of the Town stuff, but I have to share it from I Love San Bernardino. It will not let me share it from Robert Porter.
Really?
Yes, it's weird. Like if it's my page, it will not let me do it. So I have to like. So if I
That's
find
weird.
you on if I can find the talk, it's because I created the page. So the story goes like we were co-hosts back in the day, and Tanya took over and made it grow massively.
I'll
Got
take the
15,000
credit. Thank you.
followers.
So tune in to Talk of the Town. If you want to watch Sandra, you can go to Councilwoman Sandra Barra on Facebook.
I'm hardly
And-
on Facebook now, though.
Yeah. And this is Robert Porter, and we miss you at Biani Lockhart with the I Love San Bernardino County radio show, and we are out of here!
KCAA.com.
KCAA.
I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. I've got a lot to live for. Yeah, yeah. I've got a lot to live for. I am not done. As long as there is life in my lungs, it might be the darkest of nights, but the light will still come. Waiting for the day to break. This'll be the takeaway. Negativity, it can't stay by the break of day. Seeing shadowy shapes, those are small shades. The battle to be great, that's a small phase. Improve self-development, intelligent in all ways. Whatever y'all say, yeah, real ain't with. Yes, I've done things I'm not proud of, but hard to keep it clean, learning foul love. Growing pains, the challenge for the child of the neglected and discarded and rejected. Like it was ancient Sparta, not a king has wild blood. And to me, you see, I'm the one that vows love. And using self-reflection until honor is projected with perfection and prepping to raise a
Let's
child.
go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to Tribe and Grit Radio, where we fuel your spirit, strengthen your resolve, and empower your journey towards success. I'm Mr. Hollandness, and you are, what's up? Tell them who you are.
My name is Ulysses. Happy Monday to you all. Ulysses Valor.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday to everybody.
What's happening with you? How was your weekend? Come on, let me know, because I hit you and I was like, yo, this, that, and the other. And you was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you on the air. So please tell me on the air, yo. How was your weekend?
I'm going to tell you. First, before I tell you how my weekend was, Eric, tell us who we got in there with you. Tell us who we got in there with you.
Okay, special guest shout out already. Yep, you on the spot. I hope he's ready.
Yeah.
We got the homie Darren over here. Hey,
Oh,
hey, Darren, what's up?
snaps.
Want to say hi?
Yo, what's good?
Yo, Darren, what's the dealio? Happy Monday.
And what's Darren doing here? What?
I'm learning how to run this show a little bit. I'm gonna be filling in for Eric next week, so yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it. That's what I'm talking
cool.
about.
Welcome,
Nice.
welcome.
Thank you.
So, we said
I mean, come on, man. Stop stalling, man. Talk to me.
I mean, no,
I'm
you
ready.
said the weekend. My weekend was actually good. I was
Okay.
busy
Yep.
going into Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
And then towards the end of the weekend, I drove out to San Diego
Okay.
and hung out with the family.
Okay. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Got to enjoy myself and just really enjoy myself and like relax
Right.
and not really care about nothing else.
I could dig it.
So yeah,
That's always a good one.
yep. And then drove back today.
That's what's happening, man.
So that's how my weekend was. It was good. What about yours?
Nope.
who
I'm
next?
about to procrastinate now. Yo, how was your weekend?
Oh, I had a good weekend, chilled with the fam. It was Valentine's Day, so on Friday, took the missus and the little missus to my daughter's favorite restaurant, Elephant Bar.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're not
okay.
sponsored. They should be, but
Let's go.
yeah, hit that spot up. It was a good time. It was a good time.
I've never been. Where's Elephant
You
Bar?
know what? I only started going when I had my daughter. It's the one in Ontario Mills, the Ontario Mills Mall.
Yeah, I've never been.
It's fine. There's like a lot of animals, like animatronics around, and
Oh, okay.
yeah, you got like an interruption every 20 minutes of a thunderstorm.
Okay, nice.
Oh, okay.
So
There
the
we
kiddo
go.
likes that, but I'm like, oh, why is this parrot yelling so loud?
Nice. Hey, yo, Darren, what about you? Yo, how was your weekend? I told you I'm procrastinating.
Okay.
It was all right. I'm a little heartbroken over this Valentine's Day weekend, but I'm getting over it. I'm up now.
There we
That's what I
go.
like to say.
That's what I'm talking about, yo. You're
Yeah.
up now. That's all that matters.
I told him he saved money though, so
There
that's
we
a good
go.
point, right?
All good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, might have been a good time to reflect. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sometimes loving self is the best love there is. You feel me?
Oh, that is absolutely the best. You gotta love yourself first.
All right, my weekend was solid, bro. I rested. That's it. I did nothing. I felt like doing nothing, so I did. I just laid down, laid around, and it was perfect. Because I know I have a lot going on this week and then going into the weekend. So I needed that. I just needed that good recharge, right? Shut everything out. Watch some old movies. Watch the Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick. Watch that whole little Riddick series. Yeah, dude, I did. I just felt like
do
it.
they hold up?
Yeah, they do,
Yeah,
bro. Still old school, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to old school Vin Diesel, unless he was on some weird stuff. But even if he was, whatever, bro. Shout out to that dude for the old school movies. But yeah, man.
Family.
You know what I'm saying? Pitch Black, yeah, the old school Riddick was just chilling, bro. So now I'm ready.
Well, it's good you got some rest because I
I
know I know the last couple weekends you be coming in on Monday. Like your weekend's
Man.
been busy. So you
Man.
know, rest is good.
I need
I
it.
always know that rest is good. That's what the body needs. It has to recharge. It's like a car. Once you get low on fuel, that means you gotta recharge. You gotta put fuel in and rest. That's how you rest your body.
Yeah.
So
on it.
yeah, good for you.
Man, good looking. Appreciate that. I'm glad you came back safe. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Darren, I'm glad you up. And E, I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, the birds was interrupting your meal. You feel me?
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. So what we got first? The end 11s or what? Because Darren hasn't been here for the end 11s. I wonder if
Yeah.
he knows.
Yeah, so yeah, we
Oh,
gonna
let's
hit
see.
him with the N11 codes,
Okay.
and most people they should know
By now.
that N11 codes are the codes that are used generally in North America where you can call for different services. So the first code is 211, and that's Community Information and Social Services, and that's to connect with places like Rolling Start, who we talk about all the time. So since we talking about Rolling Start, any Rolling Start update?
As a matter of fact, yes, we do have the workshop coming up next Monday, which is the 24th. We will be up in Victorville. So shout out to Rolling Start up in Victorville on the 24th. And then on the 25th, there is a youth function right here in San Bernardino at the Rolling Start facility. There's going to be some painting, there's going to be some pizza, there's going to be a nice party for those that have either a physical and or mental disability down at the Rolling Start facility in San Bernardino on the 25th. So Monday and Tuesday going to have some great things coming with Rolling Start. So shout out to the squad over there, San Bernardino, Victorville. Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to them. Shout out to them.
I love it, bro. It's like, brrr, and he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome to Cali.
I'm chilling.
Right.
But the next to 211 code is 311 non-emergency municipal services. And you know what? Actually, you can use 311 to report stuff like potholes, graffiti,
A word?
broken street lights. Yes, noise complaints. You can call 311. Then you got.
I'm glad you said that about the potholes.
Hey, I know. You know what? So like,
I mean,
why is it It's potholes.
It's like whack-a-mole. It's like whack-a-mole out there, bro. I promise you, in San Bernardino, dude, it's like whack-a-mole. Potholes.
I'm
everywhere.
just
Have you guys been noticing a lot newer ones since the rain?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. My God.
Swerving so much it looks like I was drinking before I was driving.
Man.
You
What
know
you
what? It's a lot of potholes, and I get that. But my thing is this: like, when the streets been just say messed up for how long is just too long?
Too long.
So what?
Too long, yeah.
So
too
just
long.
say 2 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. So shouldn't that be like a means for employment? Shouldn't that be like a cause for jobs? Right? The unemployment rate shouldn't be high if we have streets full of potholes. That means
Right. They
somebody
need
should be
they need somebody to repair 'em, right?
right. So 311, huh? Okay, we're gonna look into 311
Yeah.
fixing these streets. I'm gonna adopt a block. I see those signs all the time. It's like adopt a block. I'm gonna adopt a block and see what happens. Like, can I do anything with this block? Like when I adopt it, can I do anything with it?
They might make you pay taxes on that block.
That's fine, but if it's my block though, like how
much
how long is the block can I have, right? And then can I do anything with it?
I think you just get that sign.
No, I don't want just a sign. I want the whole block, and I want to do something with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, had a community come out and lay different stones along the sidewalk and do something.
You know
what I'm
what?
saying, and make it look.
How
Make
about-
it look
Hey.
magnificent, and have those in the community come out and do it. So then they'll also want to keep the block looking that way because they know that they were the ones who had a hand in it.
I got one for you.
What 411?
No.
Oh.
I'm not going to even go to 411 yet. Before we go to 411, I got one for you, though. You know how you wanted me to look into calling whichever one I had to call, 511?
511.
511? You remember, right?
Yeah, I didn't want you to look into it. You just blurted that out.
Okay.
Wait a minute, you're trying to
No,
pass it on.
wait,
Remember
no.
when you wanted me to? No.
No, I got one for
Okay,
him,
go.
though. How about you look into what do you do to have to adopt a block?
Got it.
You got it?
Got it.
Got it. Okay, so he gonna figure out what do you have to do to adopt a block? And you can't Google it either.
Of course, I'm gonna Google it.
That's what I assumed you would do. Well, I'll make
Of
sure
course I'm
Darren,
gonna Google it,
I'll make
dude.
sure Darren asks next week about it.
Oh.
What do you- yeah.
All right.
Of course,
Well,
I'm gonna Google it. Yeah, that's the first breadcrumb.
oh, okay. Well, you.
It's gonna point me in a direction, and I'm gonna follow the rest of them after that
Okay.
to the
Well,
whole loaf.
okay. I'll take it. I'll take it. So the next one we got 411 directory assistance. Then we got 511 traffic and transportation information. 611 customer service for your cell phone providers. Take care. And then you got 711 telecommunications. 811, that's where you call before you dig. And of course, we already know you could just call Ground Vision.
Who?
Ground Vision. Ground Vision.
Who?
Ground Vision.
Who?
Ground Vision.
Who?
Ground Vision.
Who?
Ground Vision.
When you need to ask, can I dig it?
Oh, okay.
Right.
But yeah, you could call Ground Vision at
Ground Vision.
951-399-5425 if you got any questions about 811 or any questions about underground utilities. There we go.
So does it matter how deep a person wants to dig, or it's just like any digging, just no matter what?
They actually have a term for it. It's called any movement of the subsurface something. So if you just move, for real.
I could dig it.
Yep, and it's the law.
I could dig it.
It's the law.
I could dig it.
But yeah, and after 811, we got 911,
Yeah.
and that's for the police, fire department, and the paramedics.
All emergency services. Yeah.
So
Stay informed. Hit them numbers.
please,
The
dude.
Indy 11s.
Yep.
What you
Any
got
level.
next? Yo, we was talking about that ball when we were in the parking lot earlier.
Yeah, let's talk about the ball.
Hit us up.
Let's talk about the ball.
You got the information on it.
I don't have it up with me. I don't have it up with me.
AOE, you still got it?
Yeah, pull it up for
You
us.
still got that? Yeah, good looking there.
But yeah,
Appreciate it.
we'll talk about the ball in a second. Moving on from the ball, we'll move into the
Daily habits?
Yep. Exactly. But I got one for you though.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Hit me.
We could talk about the power of daily habits and all of that. And then I always talk about why they're important. I want you to tell them why it's important and why we talk about daily habits. Can you do that? If you don't mind?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I'll tell you what I got for us.
Okay, so the reason why we talk about the power of daily habits is because we believe, I definitely do believe, that a person's situation will change based on the change of their habits, right? And or the structure of their habits. See, people might already have a good habits and know that they have a good habit, so there aren't too many things that they necessarily need to change, but they can always improve, right? But for those individuals who are looking to improve, right,
Exactly.
developing good daily habits will allow for that improvement to increase through its implementation. You feel me? So what do you have for us?
So,
You got a new daily habit? That's what you have?
I don't have a new daily habit. I just started a new one. I said I was going to start reading the dictionary.
And you said you were?
And I started. I haven't read it the last 3 days. I actually got it back today because I forgot it while I was out of town. But that's the new one. But before we say a new daily habit or something, I got one for us today.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about what is a daily habit, or even if it's not daily, just a habit you know you have that you know you need to change. So we're going to go a different route. And I'm going to go first because I just asked you and Eric. I just go first.
Okay.
That way you guys get time to kind of think about what do you want to say and all that. But think about a daily habit or just a regular habit or however often you do it that you probably need to change.
A reflection.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay. So what I did was, well, I'm going to talk about two. I'm going to talk about two for me. That way,
Okay, go.
give you a little time. I ain't about to rush.
I already got mine.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Oh,
And I know it too. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man, I already have mine.
You want to go first?
You said you were going. Have at it.
No. You want to go first? I don't mind.
Look at him. Eat twice. He like,
Yeah.
yo, you want to get? Nah, go ahead.
Okay, so here go my two. So this is what I did.
You can hit us with one, and that way I'll hit you with one, and then E might have one, and then you can hit us with your second one. That way you're not throwing two off
Okay,
at
so
once.
so this is what I did, though. I want you to know what I did.
All right, give us the one.
What I did was, before I tell you what the daily habit is, what I did was, in my phone, for me, my wife, and my kids, we have like this immediate family group text. And so when I got to the station, I text in the family group text, what is a bad daily habit that I have? And I just wanted to see what my family would respond. So two of my daughters responded immediately. Like, now I want to say like immediately. So that's why I said two of them. So I'll just go with their two.
Okay.
So the first one came from my youngest daughter, Talia. And she texts, my bad daily habit is candy.
Okay.
Eating candy. And I have to say, I probably eat some candy at least probably about 4 nights a week.
Okay.
Like a lot.
Okay.
Not like one.
Right.
But like I'm getting busy.
What kind of candies are you housing?
He said, yo, I'm getting busy.
No, I'm just keeping it real with you.
Are you just chilling like at the end of the day, just watching something and just grubbing
No, this
out?
is probably at about.
That's great.
This is probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, all right.
busy.
Yeah, and I'm eating candy, and I'm probably on the laptop, and I'm probably eating. It's probably some type of like the sour Skittles.
Oh, those
Sour
are
Skittles.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sour Skittles. I like the sour candies.
Okay.
So sour Skittles. Lemonhead had a sour one. So yeah, one of my daily bad habits is eating candy.
I could dig it.
Candy. So
I feel like I have a something a remedy for that maybe. Do you ever look at the nutrition on there after you grub out on them?
of course not.
Oh, dude, that's what because I'm not really a sweets
do
person
it.
or anything, but that'll do it every time. I'm like, I'll have some of my daughter's Halloween candies or whatever candies. I'm like, I'll have a couple, and then I look at it right after I ate it or right before, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So that might help if you see how much sugar like 4 pieces of sour Skittles have.
Okay, I'll start doing that probably next year.
No, man.
No.
See? All right. What you got? E.
Oh, I don't know if I have any bad daily. I don't know if I want to get that vulnerable with you guys.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Just kidding.
Come on, E. You can do this. You can do this.
Just kidding. Off top, I'll come back with something, but for a good daily habit that I heard in a song the other day, and I was like, I can't wait to talk about this on Monday.
Yeah.
I heard it was like a hook on the song was that's something I want. I was like, oh, I need it. This would be a cool daily mantra, and it was don't let them mess with your peace because they can't find theirs.
Oh, okay.
And I hit me in my chest, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty awesome!" Like, even if like when you're driving through traffic and someone's driving like a jerk or whatever, and you're like, don't let them mess with your peace because they can't find theirs.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Your turn.
All right, man.
What's your bad daily habit?
Man, the California roll. Man, that was the first thing that popped up. For those that know, the California roll is when you get to the stop sign and you don't stop all the way. You just get to it and you know nobody's there, so you just roll. Homie, it's the California roll. I know I definitely have to stop doing that, bro. 100%. And doing something random like looking for my lip balm or looking for some gum and staring with my knee. Yeah.
What was the last part? I'm sorry.
Like looking for my lip balm or some gum while staring with my knee.
Oh yeah.
And while holding the wheel with my knee. Yeah. Nah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So so as soon as you
California
said it was like, yo, what's that one you know you gotta stop? Though I know for a fact. I gotta stop that California road. I gotta stop that, bro. Come to the stop sign and stop. It doesn't say, just slide.
Right.
through.
Right.
It doesn't say casually slow down until you feel like you're clear. It says stop.
Yeah, it does. So
Word. So
okay.
getting away from the California road and steering with my knee while looking for gum.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it could wait.
Yeah, that could wait. That's
could
kind of
wait.
important.
Yeah, it could wait.
Okay.
Word. There we go.
That inspired that inspired a bad one. Okay. Allegedly, the carpool lane sometimes almost
Bruh.
on the way to work.
Bruh.
Allegedly tinted car and stuff. And today, literally on my way to work, some cop SUV got behind me in the carpool lane. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And dude, I was just like, I hope my car doesn't smell like weed. And I got over before, but I made it look like I had to go on the Arlington exit. So that made
So did you get out of the lane when the
not
line's
right away.
broken up?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
You didn't cross the double line, did you?
I had to do poker face. Like I was there for a while. I was like, I'm not gonna move right away.
Right.
Right.
You know, I was like, and then eventually, when I was like, okay, this has been enough time. I'm getting off on Arlington.
Man, that dude was probably on his phone the whole time.
Not even thinking. Yeah, I added 5 minutes to my commute as opposed to saving time. So that was counterproductive.
Right. Yeah, well, you saved yourself
you
like
did.
$1,000 ticket.
Exactly. God forbid it's a traffic. A construction zone.
Right.
Oh,
when it
See,
doubles.
nah.
It doubles.
Yeah,
See,
It doubles.
those habits.
Exactly.
Right.
Bad
Yeah.
habits.
See. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
Now what about a good one?
No, I got one more.
Oh, that's right. You had two.
Yeah, I got two. So my other daughter, she texts immediately. She says, Dad, you can be, and her name is Tylen. Tylen said, Dad, you can be dry. And she says, what she means by dry is when she tells me something, there's no excitement. Like she could say, hey, I just won the lotto. And she says, I'll just say like, oh, okay, good.
Right. That seemed like you should rewind what just happened at the beginning of the show.
I was like, UV could have related to that.
I can relate to that right now, bro. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, so, Tylen says I'm dry. It's like no excitement. So, but I'm getting better.
I could dig it. It's the enthusiasm.
Right, but you know what? When we talked about it, had a conversation, had a self-reflection, and changed my approach a little bit and working on that.
I could dig it. I once heard that the word enthusiasm stems from ethos, which means God within. Right? So that's what she says she's craving. Right?
Okay.
That enthusiasm, that God energy within. I mean that life-giving energy, because without you she doesn't exist, right? You're the life-giving energy. So it's that enthusiasm.
Hey, I appreciate that.
100.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Why? Hey, Tylen. Hey, you hear that, right?
Let's get
Okay.
That enthusiasm.
All right. Enthusiasm. But
That's what it is. you
Right.
know?
And you know what? We having
Ethos.
fun. We have fun. We joke around, but we actually be serious too when we have these types of conversations. I take these conversations to heart.
I can dig it.
Yeah, I really do. Appreciate it. So, are we going? I know we got some music coming,
Let's
and
get it.
I do want to give them a little M4 from you, a little, Mindful Masculinity Monday. It is Monday,
Yeah.
so we got to get into that. But I guess what we
Coming
gonna
soon.
listen to? What you
We're
got
gonna hit
for
him.
us?
We're gonna hit him with Desire.
Desire? You know I like Desire.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's rock it. Appreciate y'all.
Wanted to show my full range.
You're the only one I need next to me. Never leave my side. Without you, there is no recipe. For me to bake the cake to fit the plate that was left for me. To have a lot to feel. Grab a block and build. Pull the weed, plant the seed right after the plot I tell. You say don't always grind, rest your mind. Stop and chill. That's why I need you. Wisdom precedes you. You care about me only and not how others perceive you. You say that you believe I will succeed and I believe you. When I face adversity, you say just let it lead you. Rejection's only redirection. Keep stepping and breeze through. My heart beats 1,000,000 times faster when it sees you. Faithful from the start, taking no steps to deceive you. Love to inhale, exhale, breath, cause I breathe you. Inhale, exhale, breath, cause I breathe you. Delicate, elegant, sincere, intelligent, relevant, eloquent. It's clear the only love that's near my dear desire. My dear desire. My dear desire. Delicate, elegant, sincere, intelligent, relevant, eloquent. It's clear the only love that's near my dear desire. Our love is fire. All I wanna do is show you all. Every city, every town, every planet, yeah, flaws. Keeping you around is how I managed to be boss. They wonder how it happened, I have a habit of action. Intuition moves, not compulsion. It throws me into motion. They say sink or swim, well that's cool, cause I ain't floating. Deeper than the ocean is the potion I've been given. People disappear from the room when you're in it. Splendid, I spend all my time with you, endless, tremendous. Genius is your mind and stupendous. Replenish all the energy that's been expended, then extended just to reach you. I love to give to receive. You love to inhale, exhale, breath, cause I breathe you. Inhale, exhale, breath, cause I breathe you. Delicate, elegant, sincere, intelligent, relevant, eloquent. It's clear the only love that's near my dear desire. My dear desire. My dear desire. Delicate, elegant, sincere, intelligent, relevant, eloquent. It's clear the only love that's near my dear desire. Our love is fire.
We back. We are back.
Appreciate you, man. Good looking. I was stretching, man.
Thank you for joining us on Tribe and Grit Radio.
Yeah.
You know what? Before we go into M4, let's talk about where they can find you, because we got to talk about that. I do want to say this before I forget. Don't forget to go to Tribe and Grit on YouTube. Go to Tribe and Grit on YouTube. You can find Tribe and Grit on YouTube.
Make it happen. And Spotify.
Or any streaming platforms.
Or all streaming platforms. There we go. Good looking.
Anything you want to talk about?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'll touch in the M4 content with what is also taking place this week and how it all ties in.
Well, let's just jump into the M4.
So we shall. So
Mindful Masculinity Mondays. I apologize. Mindful Masculinity Mondays, where we talk about the M4. Ulysses Valor from the UV Life Foundation. Let's get into it.
Man, hit me. So, Mindful Masculinity Mondays. I truly do appreciate you, KCAA Radio, my man E behind the boards. I appreciate this platform. Appreciate the love, the support, right? The confidence in the content that I have developed due to personal experience, desire, and a willingness to leave a positive mark and a well-rounded legacy for myself and my lineage to come, right? So with the M4 content, M4 stands for Mindful Masculinity Men's Meeting. It is a meeting for young boys and men to come together in a space where they are safe, where they can be as vulnerable as they possibly can be concerning those things that young boys and men go through, right? The different types of ailments. For example, the young gentleman who slid out earlier today was talking about feeling a certain kind of way due to the holiday that passed that was supposed to be about love and connection and relationship, yet his take on it was heartbreak.
Right. Okay.
Right. So does he have someone, did he have someone to go ahead and sit back and unload whatever those emotions were? Did he have that? Does he have that? Will that allow him to continue to grow from it? Who knows, based on the way that he presented it, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, heartbreak.
Right.
So there's a possibility that there's something in there still.
Right.
So with that, the M4 Mindful Masculinity Men's Meeting was created to have a space for young men and, you know, men in general to come together, get some things off their chest, and learn some techniques on how to maneuver mindfully, not only for themselves, but for the community at large, because it is the men who will continue to lead and shape society alongside women, right? So we need community as a whole to be mindful in their maneuverings and how they're moving for the collective impact of us all, right? So breaking down some of the M4 content, I'll jump into the community compassion of it and let you all know that there is an event taking place Saturday, February 22nd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is the Essence Fest. Now, my man James Woods, a.k.a. that yoga dude, and that's my dude, and he you know what I'm saying, he that yoga dude, he be having at it. He invited me on down due to the fact that the M4 content of compassion for community development is one of the pillars that M4 stands on. It's one of the pillars that the M4 content is built upon. So he wanted to hear some of that music. He wanted to have some of that energy come down, and I appreciate him for that. So shout out to them. The Essence Fest is going to be at Rancho Cucamonga Middle School this Saturday.
Okay, Rancho Cucamonga Middle School.
Yeah.
This Saturday, which is, what's today? Today is what, the 17th or something like that?
Yeah, the date is going to be the 22nd.
Okay, the
Apologies, I
22nd,
needed
you
some water.
guys.
Yeah, and it's
22nd.
100% free.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those in the community can come on down. Once again, it's the Essence Fest, Saturday, February 22nd between 11 and 4, Rancho Cucamonga Middle School. The address is 10022 Fernan Boulevard, Rancho Cucamonga. Yo, so y'all come down. It's free. And with that, right, there is another door that has opened, and it is going to be the Inland Empire's Fatherhood Involvement Coalition. They're having their annual summit. This one's going to be at Fontana Middle School. That one I actually do not have the address for. Apologies for that. But I'm going to go down there the day prior. Going to go down on the 21st. Volunteer some services to go down, help them set up, get everything ready. Once the 22nd comes around, hopefully there's going to be some things that don't go wrong. But if they do go wrong, you know what I mean, then the team will be able to go ahead and knock that out. So it's going to be a pretty busy weekend, and that is a portion of the M4 content, right? It's building the community. It's considering others. It's volunteering time, right? People don't always have to do huge things to make a huge impact, right? Sometimes it's those little things, and something as small as your time is actually humongous. Right, to take the time out to go and help someone set up for an event, you know, and do what's necessary, knowing you're not getting paid for it, right? Just being there because you want to see this actually succeed, because they're bringing out vendors and they're bringing out the community, and they're recognizing the fathers, and they're giving out resources, and they're letting people know that, you know, we care. The community is out here actually, you know, to build one another up and not just leave it to, you know, whomever. Right, so it's teaching that, not just in some, hey, yo, I put together this content, read this, right? Or I jotted down all of this information online, go ahead and you know, purchase it. It's like, no, actually being out here, actually embodying the mindful masculinity principle of being one who is building the community.
Hey, I love it.
M4. Appreciate that.
M4.
Let's go.
So, yeah.
How'd I do, E?
And you know,
good, I won it.
And you know what? I'm glad we talked about the M4.
Tiny soapbox, yo. I appreciate it.
You hit that one.
Appreciate it.
You hit that one because the last couple of weeks we really haven't talked about it. Especially, well, last week we did probably a little bit, but the last, you know, we went a good 3 to 4 weeks where we didn't talk about it a lot because we had so many amazing guests.
We had some guests.
And, you know, shout out to some of those amazing guests.
Man, we even had guests on the day that we had the M4 workshop, so it was just like,
right.
it happens. But yo, once again, come next Monday, we'll be in Victorville. Rolling start from 2 to 4. For those up there, they already know they coming out for part 2. Yo, we're going to get back into that worthiness and see what's happening. Hey, yo, E, check it out, yo. Yo, yeah, what we going to hit them with now?
So, yeah, you know what?
The Inland Empire Diamond Foundation.
You know it.
Let's go.
We're going to hit them with the Inland Empire Diamond Foundation. They're having their annual scholarship black and white formal ball. It's going to be on March 1st. March 1st. So it's coming soon. I know tickets are $150.
Yeah, that is soon.
Yeah. So get your tickets to the Inland Empire Foundation ball with the annual scholarship black and white formal ball.
Let's get it.
And they will be feeding people, and it's at 222 North Vineyard Avenue in Ontario at the Hilton.
Oh, nice.
The DoubleTree by Hilton.
Nice.
The DoubleTree by Hilton in Ontario. The Inland Empire Diamond Foundation annual scholarship, black and white formal ball, March 1st. So that is real soon. And go out and support them. The funds do go back to scholarships for kids.
Nice.
So it's an amazing cause. It really is. So go out and support, and that's what we about. We about community.
Let's get it.
Community.
Does it entail what the scholarships are for?
No, not on here.
That'd
But you know what?
That'd be some good information.
Yeah.
I think we still got like another Monday coming up.
Yeah.
We can go ahead and go a little bit deeper inside of what it is the scholarships are for.
I will check into that.
I'm down, yo. The DoubleTree over there in Ontario was nice. I went down there some weeks ago, as a matter of fact, for the Coalition Against Sexual Exploitation and Human Trafficking. I believe it's called CASE, was down there at the DoubleTree by the airport. Man, nice facility, nice little convention room and all of that. Man, held a lot of people. Wonderful spot. I wonder if they're going to use that same.
You know what? It does say on here their funds are to support their community outreach programs.
Let's go.
And scholarships.
Let's go. There we go.
So it does say it on here.
Let's go. There we go. Now,
yeah. And they've said they provided deserving scholars bound for scholars bound students.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
So it's a good event.
Oh, so it's the scholarships for those who are deserving and they're on their way to college. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So they need just that little extra push.
Right. And
Got
everything helps.
Absolutely.
Everything helps.
Absolutely.
Especially in the society we live in
beautiful.
today. So what else we jumping into today?
Philanthropic. Did I say that right? That was right? Philanthropic.
Philanthropic.
Is that how you say it? Yo, E, is that it? Philanthropic?
I'm about to look it up.
Is that it, yo? No, that's it, right?
I'm about to look it up.
I mean, because, all words are made up. I mean, I'm sure if you go back to like 800 AD, nobody was calling anybody a philanthropist, right? So philanthropy is definitely a new word. So looking at it, is the philanthropic arm of the Riverside Alumni chapter? That's what's up, philanthropic.
You got me thinking about something.
Go.
New words come in. When a new word comes in, do they put it the year that it was philanthropist?
Philanthropic? Well, I mean, it's philanthropro and then PIC at the end, philanthropic. No? have Google read it to you.
Well, you can't look.
Man, have Google read it to you, yo. Word. Philanthropic. Word. Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah.
Philanthropic.
You found it?
Because it wouldn't be philanthropic. That don't sound right. Even though it's spelled tropic at the end. All right, but anyway.
Well, you got philanthropy.
Philanthropy.
No, philanthropy.
No, that's philanthropy.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Have Google read it, yo.
Yeah. But
Google's messing up. I'll do it in 1 second.
Philanthropic.
No. So, any other updates?
No, that's it.
Oh,
That's all I got right now.
don't
mean,
forget
that's
about.
everything.
Let's not forget about Handy Bless Hands.
Handy bless hands.
Let's not
Shout
forget
out all
about-
day.
Yeah, to Brian and his organization.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about him. And
No, I mean I'll be in the studio soon. I mean I can hit him with that. I got some new stuff coming. I'll be in the studio real soon. As a matter of fact, like my bad, like next week soon.
is that right? Anything? What you
Yeah.
got coming new?
I got some new joints coming. I got some fire coming. I have a joint called Reflections.
Okay.
I have another joint called Freedom or What I Want. I'm not sure just yet. And then I have another one called Black Rock.
What do you mean you're not sure just yet? But the title got to change?
Well, it depends because within inside of the hook there are both of those words or those phrases.
And philanthropic.
Philanthropic.
Huh?
Were we all wrong? As
We were all wrong. I said philanthropic. Philanthropic.
No.
I was close-ish though.
Do that again.
Do it again. Philanthropic.
Meaning generosity, which is a noun lesson.
Do it again.
The words are philanthropy, which is a noun meaning generosity,
What was the
and
other one?
philanthropic.
Philanthropic.
Is an adjective meaning
Philanthropic.
charitable.
Philanthropic. 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 Philanthropic.
Yeah, I definitely feel like you were closer than me.
Philanthropic. Philanthropic. All right, philanthropic. I could dig it.
I'm philanthropic.
I'm philanthropic.
Yeah. You can use that so
Philanthropic.
many different ways.
I guess. All right.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Word. Philanthropic. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, he said Google was messing up anyway. He was gonna find it.
Hey.
Yeah.
At least he found it.
philanthropic. I have zero clue what we were talking about. Hilarious.
Oh, we were talking about the ball, weren't we? Or did we finish talking about the ball?
Nah.
No, we were talking about the ball.
Oh
That's how
no,
you
we were
went-
talking about why the song title
Oh.
was a certain way because I said I was going to be in a studio or whatnot,
Okay.
and that's because the phrase inside of the hook. Well, a portion of the hook is what I want, and then another portion of the hook is freedom. So I'm not sure if I want to call the song "Freedom" or "What I Want."
Okay.
Right, or "Freedom is what I want." I'm not sure. I might just call it that now. That sounds perfect. There we go. So freedom is what I want. So I'm gonna go. Schedule some time with my guy RJ. Shout out to my guy RJ Full Range.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to RJ. He's cool.
I'm gonna book about an hour with him and go in there and lay down 3 songs.
3?
Yeah, I'll lay down 3. I typically shock engineers when I'm like, dude, look, just give me an hour. I'm gonna come in here and do like 4 or 5 songs.
Okay.
I've had a few of them tell me like, dude, I'm not the guy you want to work with. There's no way you're gonna come in here and do 4 songs in an hour. And I go in there and I knock out 4 songs.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 hook everything. All of that. So ready. So I'll book an hour. I'll go drop 3 songs. I got some new stuff coming. I'm not sure if I want to release any of them yet though. I might want to wait until later because I'm putting together the rest of the album. I already have 5 out. E, what do you think, yo?
I was wondering how many track lists are you? Do you know how many songs you want on the album?
13 total.
13? Okay, all right.
Right.
And I have 5 streaming now, so I was thinking about putting together the other 8 in the background and not releasing them yet.
That's a good strategy. I mean, anything with visuals too. That I know we were talking about that, but
We still waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, the past few holidays was a Super Bowl. Oh, not few holidays, my bad. The past few weekends has been, you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah.
Super Bowl and then the holiday. So you and I, we still have to link. Plus, I got a couple of other people online that are like, yo, they want to link up locally and get behind the camera or some stuff. So, yes, let's get that popping. But that's the goal. So, but I do have one producer that shot me a beat that was like, yo, what's the deal? You still going to use it? I'm like, yeah, money, I just finished putting it together. Like it took some time to put it together because I need those experiences to happen so I can get that inspiration for it.
Mm-hmm.
So now that the 3 songs that I want to put down are done, I know because he's already asking for it, he might want to release it already so he can start doing stuff with it. So I'll mess around and release that one and then keep the other 7 tucked until later.
that's a good strategy.
Good
In any of the visuals, are you going to have a Tribe and Grit shirt? Because I
All
see
day.
Tyrone wearing a sick Tribe and Grit shirt right
All
now.
day, yeah.
Are we putting those up for merch, or are you guys selling those?
Oh yeah. You can go to the Tribe and Grit website, and you can find them right there. Go to
Yeah.
the Tribe and Grit website, and the website is Tribe and Grit. Just how you said it. That's just how you spell it.
Tribe in grit.
Yeah, Tribe in Grit.
Right, but not I-N. You know, you got to do it the cool
a
way,
N.
just the N.
Yeah, thank you
know
for
what I'm
that. Thank you
saying?
for that.
Right, because somebody going to be like, wait a minute, my tribe is not in the grit. That's not it, baby. Right.
Yeah, yeah. So what we going out with? What song we going out? How much time we got? Oh, we still got 10 minutes?
I mean, you said you wanted to play 2 songs on the episode anyway.
Well, before we, you know what? Let's do that. Before we play the 2 songs, but let's do that. Want to give a shout out to Lux Transportation. Want to give a shout out to Lux Transportation. So if you're looking for private transportation, if you're trying to go to the prom, you're trying to go to the concert, you're trying to go to
What about the airport?
Yeah, airports all
Anywhere?
Anywhere.
How far out?
Anywhere. Actually, anywhere.
Like if someone wanted to go to Vegas,
it could be done.
it could be done. Lux Transportation.
Lux
Slide
Transportation.
you all the way to Vegas.
All the way to Vegas.
What if I wanted to go to my neighbor's house 3 houses down the street?
You gonna pay the 2-hour minimum that they charge, but you can go.
You know how they show in certain cartoons, man, they do to get a taxi and jump in the car and move up 2 inches and jump right out and be at his spot.
Hey, you hear what I said though? They gonna charge him the 2-hour minimum, and they're gonna take him, and they'll wait the 2 hours just to make sure.
That's great.
But yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
That's great. That's
But-
what's up, yeah.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna get up out of here.
So there's a 2-hour minimum?
2-hour minimum.
That's what's up.
At that point, I'd be like, can we circle around the block a couple
Right,
times
you
to
know
get
what
my
I mean?
money's
Yeah.
worth?
Yeah, hey, whatever you want to do.
I've never had a driver be like a personal private driver. Like I've never done Uber, right? I've never done Lyft, anything like that. Like I lift myself in, you know what I'm saying? Boom.
Hey,
I could dig it, right?
right.
But to just have like a private driver, like
See, if he
I
call,
need,
if he,
I need that experience now, right? I need it. I need
all
that
he got to
private
do is
driver
call
like
Lux
that.
Transportation at 951-399-5425, and he can schedule a private ride wherever he wants to go, even if it's 2 houses over.
Even if it's 2 houses.
And what's the
over.
website for that as well?
Website for that is you can go to luxbotanicals.org. luxbotanicals.org.
That's what's happening.
Yep.
Well,
Let's get out of there. We got
Well,
2
bef-
songs. Huh?
no, you said you wanted to do 2 songs in the episode, so we still got 1 song left. But before we get up out of here, y'all can find me, Ulysses Valor, ULYSSESVALOR, streaming on every music platform. You can find me on social media, UVLight.fashion, but light is spelled LGHT because the UV is the I for light. And
Okay.
you can also find me on social media under Ulysses UV Light. Once again, LGHT because the UV is the I for light. Right? So, with that, check me out on barnesandnoble.com. I have one of the largest catalog for journals designed towards the cultivation of emotional maturity and mindful masculinity for boys and men on lulu.com. That's lulupublishing.com. You can find me there. As a matter of fact, you can just look up the link tree, which is linktr.ee/Ulysses UV Light Valor. That's the link tree. And for those who can see this, you'll see the link tree when it pops up underneath the UV Light Foundation banner. So with that, I believe I got everything out there.
You got it all?
I think so.
Anything? Hey, anything you wanna talk about? You wanna promote?
No, just make sure to tune in also to Palm Trees and Progress Presents tomorrow on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. on the same station.
Okay.
Absolutely. Shout out
Appreciate it,
to KC.
guys.
Man, always, man. Shout out to
Always.
KCAA Radio,
Big shout
1050
out.
AM, 106.5 FM. Shout out. Yo, I love San Bernardino, Ibiani, Rob. Shout out to
Yeah.
y'all as always. Shout out to Roland Start. Shout out to, man, the Inland Empire Fatherhood involvement. Man, they out there having at it. Their coalition is man making some things happen. As a matter of fact, you sat in on a meeting last week.
Oh yeah, that was an amazing meeting. I had a good time. I am going to be doing something coming up with one of the fellas I met there. I had a good time. What can I say? And some great information, some good information, and learn some things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
and with that, I've been invited on their planning committee, which has been an honor to receive a chair to do that. To get out here and be like, yo, let's actually put some plans in place and get some people lifted up out of wherever they are. You feel me? To something better for them.
And you know what? Since we talking about them, they got it. The next meeting for them is March. Since we talking about it,
yeah. Look at you, all these phones and tablets and all that.
Hey, man,
Mr. Technology.
Right. I need to do like the other people said. What's they call it? Such and such. Tell me this. But yeah, they're doing some. It is March 12th. The next meeting. Next meeting with them is March 12th.
The father, okay.
Yeah, the next meeting, I will be there.
All right, well, you know what? Seeing as how we was talking about being in the studio, RJ Full Range getting out here supporting the community. Let's go ahead and let's leave with Full Range. Let them know exactly what we out here doing. And with that, man, tune in next week. Salute to all of y'all. Happy Monday. Yeah.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Wanted to show my full range.
I put 80 in the tank, doing 70 on the 60. 50 miles to get there, in 40 minutes I'm zippy. 30 cars deep, only 20 moving with me. 10 already made it. Apologies for my lateness, I was following my greatness. You can find me on the block, uplifting the nation. I rock with the faithless and the helpless, putting a roof over those that are shelterless. Raised by a gypsy and hood thief and heathens. Fallen angels everywhere, low scheming demons. Right up in the middle of them, UV is beaming. Ulysses. Purpose found, focus driven, I know the vision. To work around the divisions that keep us in prison. Provide provisions for the people for thriving and living. Supply, don't hide, keep rising from giving. Kindred of man, extending the hand. I give you more than just prayer, fam. Here is a grand, plus a job, so you don't have to rob. Stick with this plan. I put you on until I'm gone, so I'ma do what I can. I wanted to show my full range. 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 Big bro, he in these streets, dude, cool as a fan. The mice crawl on him at night, cause he snooze on the land. Different religious views will move through in the van. Only viewing for converts and not viewing the man. Some souls are they feet to be blacker than tall, or they sleeping far deep in the back of the car. The only light that shine brightest was trapped in the stars. With no heat, they keep their head wounds wrapped in the scarf. Mind traumatized from the scratch and the scar. Living lower than worm bellies, staggering loss. But no matter how hard, don't you know that you gods deserve better than the curb? That's why I'm rooting for y'all. I wanted to show my full range. 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 One tight, one done right, she sunlight bright. Never eclipse, heavenly hip stars tight.
NBC News on KCAA Loma Linda, sponsored by Teamsters Local 1932, protecting the future of working families. Teamsters1932.org.
NBC News Radio, I'm Brian Shook. Intense flooding